Welcome to God Talk. Today we on Isaiah the 53rd chapter. Who has believed our message, and to whom has the arm of the Lord have been revealed? He grew up before him like a tender shoot, and like a root out of dry ground. He had no beauty or majesty to attract us to him, nothing in his appearance that we should desire him. He was despised and rejected by men, a man of sorrows and familiar with suffering, like one from men whom hide their faces. He was despised and we esteemed him not. Surely he took up our infirmities and carried our sorrows, yet we considered him stricken by God, smitten by him and afflicted. But he was pierced for our transgressions. He was crushed for our iniquities. The punishment that brought us peace was upon him, and by his wounds we are healed. We all like sheep have gone astray. Each of us has turned to his own way, and the Lord has laid on him the iniquity of us all. He was oppressed and afflicted, yet he did not open his mouth. He was led like a lamb to the slaughter, and as a sheep before the shearers is silent, so he did not open his mouth. By oppression and judgment he was taken away. And who can speak of his decisions? For he was cut off from the land of the living. For the transgression of my people he was stricken. He was assigned a grave with the wicked, and with the rich in his death. Though he had no violence, nor was any deceit in his mouth, yet it was the Lord's will to crush him and cause him to suffer. And though the Lord makes his life a guilt offering, he will see his offspring and prolong his days. And the will of the Lord will prosper in his hand. And the suffering his soul he will see the light of light, and be satisfied. By his knowledge my righteous servant will justify many. He will bear their iniquities, therefore I will give him a portion among the great. He will divide the spoils with the strong, because he poured out his life unto death, and was numbered with the transgressors. For he bore the sin of many, and made intercession for the transgressors. So in this verse, in this chapter, Isaiah, which is speaking 700 years before Jesus was born, is talking about Jesus, prophesizing about Jesus. And it's telling how Jesus was bound to live. He was despised and rejected by men. He had sorrows, and he was familiar with suffering. And he had a face that people despised, and he was esteemed not. So he wasn't like a person that was glorious and looks or nothing like that. He was just a regular person, a humble person, and he bore all our sins, iniquities, for reconciliation for God. He prayed intercession for the transgressor. So praise God today. Praise God for that reading, Isaiah chapter 53. And we just want to thank God, thank Jesus for the things he did for our salvation. Isaiah chapter 53.